Okay guys, welcome to my page and let's get right into this video. So basically this is going to be about glute activation and a few of my favorite exercises that I always use before any glute workout that I perform. And you're going to see through this video that I'm basically using this band the entire time, just adding more resistance onto the glutes, but if you watch this video until the end, you can see a substitution you can use if you don't have this band. When I activate my glutes before a workout, I actually never use weights. I always focus on body weight exercises like this, like a hip thrust. This exercise, a single leg hip thrust, is honestly my favorite exercise to activate the glutes. It's a very glute dominant exercise and you just want to focus really on squeezing the glute at the top right here. And you're going to really feel the glute fire up and engage, and this is really what you want to feel before you step into any glute workout. Now, honestly, I'm sure you've heard a lot about activating your glutes before a workout, and maybe sometimes you're not doing the proper exercises that you should be to be really feeling it. But honestly, doing hip thrusts and certain types of abductor exercises where you're really focusing on using glute dominant exercises, that's going to really be what's going to take your glute gains honestly to the next level. With these two variations of the single leg hip thrust, I'll do 10 reps of each. So 10 reps of the first and 10 reps of this one with the leg extension. In total, doing 20 reps on each leg. I'll usually do about 2 to 3 sets, depending on what I'm lifting that day. If I'm lifting something heavier, I'm going to be going for about 2 sets, so I'm not using my muscles as much and I can use them during my heavier lifting. If I'm doing something a little bit easier or a shorter workout, I'll usually do 3 sets so I can make sure my glutes are really properly engaged and fired up. Okay, and so we're going to be going into the last version of the hip thrust here. I'm just going to be adjusting my feet a little just to get the positioning that I want, and this is really important to be engaging the glutes properly. You can be going the other way, so basically with your shoulders on the bench and your feet on the floor, but I preferably like this angle a little bit better. Here I'm pulling the band apart with my knees like I would as an abductor, like on the hip abductor machine. And again, it's just another way to be hitting the glutes and making sure they're properly engaged. Okay, honestly, glute activation, why is it so important? You're going to improve your mind and muscle connection and your overall engagement that you can have with your glutes before you go into a workout where you're lifting those heavier weights. And when your glutes are engaged properly that way, you're going to have a very effective workout, leading to proper muscle growth and gains, which is going to be really important for those girls like me who are small and are wanting to build a booty and build some muscle. Just remember, take that time to do it because activating your glutes is going to grow your glutes. Okay, and for those girls out there who don't have a mini band and are wanting to try all of these exercises with that extra resistance, grab a resistance band like this, hold it down by your sides tightly onto the floor, and when you're thrusting up with your hips, you're going to be having basically the exact same resistance, and I almost kind of prefer using this because the resistance band is directly on your glutes, not on your knees or your thighs, which is still going to be working your abductor muscles, but here it is really tensing up the glutes. As you can even see, I had to take a breath because I was dying. And same thing, you can perform every exercise I just did with this resistance band. It's just a matter of holding on tight and getting that positioning right. And not to mention, you'll even be strengthening up your shoulder and arm muscles a little bit by holding down the resistance band tightly. And just to make sure here, you just want to be squeezing your glutes at the top to be properly engaging the muscle. And honestly, all these hip thrust exercises are just personally my favorite preference of how I like to activate my glutes. But as you can see, they absolutely killed me. I hope you guys like this little clip of videos that I put together, my favorite activation exercises, and thank you for watching.